Last night, or yesterday, the president was in Ohio for an economic roundtable. But on tax reform, as he often does, he talked about a lot of subjects, including immigration. Listen to his doubling down on his approach there.
Our borders and our laws are a mess. Our immigration laws are a disgrace. And Mexico has some of the toughest immigration laws in the world. You can't just go into Mexico, but they allow these people to come up through Mexico and come into our country. And the wall we have to build. How about the wall where everyone scales the wall? We are fixing and building walls now, but we need much more money. We're doing the job right. We're going to do the job. And we may have to close up our country to get this straight. But look at that mess that's on television right now. It is a total catastrophe. And these are the laws passed by Democrats so that we have open borders. They want open borders. We have to have borders. If you don't have borders, you don't have a country.
Don't miss what he said there about we may have to close down our country in order to get the wall. What he's referring to clearly is the fact that government funding is running out again in September, at the end of the summer, right before the midterms. And remember, the last time the president signed that omnibus spending bill, thousands of pages, and he said he was ready to veto it, but he signed it reluctantly to keep the government open. He said, folks, I'm not doing this again. Unless
he said that then, and he said it again.
Unless you clean up some of the spending, runaway federal spending, I want the wall, I've got other priorities. And so it sets up an incredible showdown right before the midterms.
And a clear warning there to those lawmakers. What he said at the very end, though, is you don't have a country if you don't have borders. I mean, how true that is, right? Because if you open all the borders up, what are you? You've got to define what your laws are, and that's exactly what he's trying to say. And that's what he's campaigned on from the very beginning, is we have got to double down and figure out what kind of country we want to be.
He has doubled down on the basics. He's talking about borders. He's talked about standing for our anthem.